What's happening, folks? It's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, and this is a member-only video. Going to jump into my top crypto picks for this bull cycle, and we'll give some targets as well. I had some requests. Jatinder had asked me as well, so if anybody does have any requests, just let me know, and I'll do my best to put them all into a video as well. If anybody does have any ticker requests, let me know. If it's members only, I can look at them. If you want to just let me know in the comment of this video or something like that, or just shoot me an email. You can do so at info@pursuitofwealthgroup.com, or you can just go to powgroup.ca and fill out the contact form. All of that will work as well, but probably the simplest thing is to just comment on the videos on YouTube, and I'll see that you're a member. So we'll go through my top picks. We'll go through my top 8 biggest holdings. Really, I only have 8 major holdings right now, and I'm focusing solely on utility and altcoins ahead of what I believe could be the biggest alt season in history. So to no one's surprise, it's going to be XRP, my number 1 biggest holding. And I own a lot more crypto than any other investment, including MJ at the moment, dollar-wise. I expect that to change here in the not too distant future. I'm thinking, in the next 3 to 6 months as we run into the end of this bull cycle and see full-blown alt season. But I think XRP, the only one with digital clarity, I think it would be unwise to have it in your portfolio. I also did a video on the the all-time Bitcoin price history index, and you can see it's overlaid here in blue, and it's following it very similarly, and it's expecting a breakout realistically into November, and the end of the year here we could get quite parabolic. And this is also lining up with the pennant looking to break here at the moment. And if we take our Fib tool here, one thing I like to use is the Fibonacci tool and use the extension levels. So we'll just redraw it again here so you know if you're on TradingView or any other type of trading software, all you need to do is just go from your swing high, which is of the 2018, that's the last time we hit an all-time high, and then go to the all-time low. And it's saying that if we hit the 3.618, that's about $11. And if we hit the 4.618, that's about $14, almost $15. I think my price target for this is going to be somewhere around that $8 to $12 on the low end. And then on the high end, I think this could hit somewhere between $12 and $20. But I'll be taking profit. My first take profit will be at $5. I'll take up my initial investment there. I'll take another bid out at 8, another at 10, another at 12, and so on. So, and then I have a chunk of XRP that I'm going to never be selling. I'm going to be holding it indefinitely. And I've got a chunk that I'm holding for 3 figures, right, for $100 XRP. So these are all things that you need to, and we can work on it as well. If anybody needs any help with that, like your exit strategies or price targets, things like that, let me know. I'd be happy to help. XLM, that's my second pick. If I had to pick one or the other, it'd be XRP. But because XLM trades in lockstep with XRP, and it's essentially just a copy of the XRP ledger, we can say that it's probably safe from the SEC and being deemed a security and being, the next in line of fire, right? It's basically the same protocol. So I think that, XRP was the one who, went through that gauntlet, and it'll benefit XLM. And when XRP moves, XLM moves as well. So if we hit the 2.618, that brings us to around 238. We hit our 3.618, that brings us to around 328. And the 4.618 is around just over $4. So I think, somewhere around that $2 to $4 this cycle is very realistic for XLM. And if you're wondering why am I using this Fib tool, it's just a way to gauge what potential new all-time high could be if we see a breakout. So this is where I copied that fractal from the Bitcoin all-time history index. So we'll go from the top of the bull market in 2017 to the low, and look what happened. We hit the 3.618 and then some. We actually got extended. So if Bitcoin did it, Ethereum did it as well. Why can't XRP and why can't XLM, right? And again, I think XLM somewhere around that $2 to $4 is realistic. Now we'll take a look at Algo. Algo is my 3rd biggest holding. So again, same thing. We can just draw our Fib tool. We'll go from the swing high to the swing low. So how do we know that's swing high to swing low? Because that was the top of the move and then the low of the bounce, and we went into a monthly downtrend. So you would go from swing high there to swing low. And I think Algo is going to be one of those major utility projects that offers a ton of upside and growth potential as well. I think somewhere around $5 to $7 is very realistic, and maybe on the high end we could see $10 to $12 on Algo, and we're currently only trading at 12 cents, right? So if we were to go even to the 1.618 and new all-time high, just barely, that'd bring us up 34x, so $1,000 investment into about $34,000. Obviously, not financial advice, not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, but it is substantial. Now if we take a look at Link, so Link will go from the swing high to the swing low, and in this case, it's the all-time high. And it's saying we could target somewhere around that 100 to 150, I think is conservative. And we're currently trading at around 11 bucks. So if we go to the 2.618, but let's say we go to around $100, that's about a 10x from here, a little over a 10x if we hit 130. But like I said, I think that's I think Link could easily hit $100 to $200 one day. The all-time high is sitting at just under $53. So I think $100 to $200 is very realistic. This cycle, I would say somewhere around that $100 to $150 would be realistic. Next on my list, and my fifth biggest holding, is Litecoin. And similarly to the way I was thinking with XRP and XLM, like Litecoin, LTC is just a fork of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's a commodity and it's not going to be sued, and it's probably, Litecoin's probably safe as well, right? So again, we just take we never hit a new all-time high, so we go from our swing high to swing low. That's the range that we're in right there. And we go, we take our Fibonacci extension levels. So, and if you're not sure how to do that, all you do is just go over here on TradingView and, you just click on this and then go to settings and then that little wheel thing. And then you just check them off, the 4.618, etc. And you can change the color as well. But yeah, 2.618, 3.618. So, it's saying that Litecoin could hit in the next bull market anywhere from $700 to $1,000, and the all-time high is at 420. So we actually hit 419, almost pretty much a double top there. So I think somewhere around that $700 to $1,000 is very realistic for Litecoin, and I do think that just when alt season comes, it doesn't have the best in terms of adoption and use case, but it is essentially just a fork of Bitcoin. And when we go into full blown alt season mania, it's not really gonna matter, right? People are just gonna be chasing green candles, and Litecoin, will it stand the test of time? Hard to say, but it's been in the large caps for a long time, and it has staying power. HBAR, another pick that I am very bullish on as well. I think that from the swing high to the swing low here, just kind of give my thoughts and opinions. Maybe somewhere around $1 to $1.50, I think is realistic. And we're sitting at 5 cents. So again, if we just hit $1, that brings us up about 18x. So yeah, I think this cycle, I think ultimately HBAR is probably going to reach that $3 to $5 mark. But this cycle, I would say I'd be looking more realistically at $1 to $1.50. Filecoin next on my list. So Filecoin, we could easily see a move up to around, in my opinion, somewhere around that $400 to $600 mark this cycle. This thing loves to run when it runs. It's decentralized file storage, and very bullish on that one as well. And last but not least is Flare. The only reason why I don't have it higher on the list and have a bigger position is just because there's still like 18 months left of the airdrops, right? So every single month I'm getting free Flare just from holding it on Uphold. And that's adding to the supply, which is inflation, right? So it's basically pressure on the price, selling pressure, right? So the fact that you keep adding more adds that pressure, and it's basically suppressing the price. So until we get close to maybe that 3 to 6 month mark when the airdrops are almost done, that's probably when I'll start to load the boat. And then also, kind of when some of these other coins start to run, maybe I'll rotate some of those profits into FLR. But, I think we could easily hit this cycle in a full-blown alt season. I think we could hit somewhere around that 10 to 20 cent area. But I think, probably 10 to 15 cents is more realistic. We just saw a really big move up to around 5 cents, which I sold. I made a video on it as well, saying I was selling it and buying more XRP. And I think I sold a bit, I was like somewhere around like 90% of my Flare, and bought XRP, and then Flare came all the way back down to almost a penny. And I've been loading up just around 2 cents and under 2 cents. So again, just kind of loading back in after taking profit at 5 cents. So those are my top, I guess that's my top 8 picks. And, those are and that goes in order from my largest holding to my smallest holding as well. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, let me know. And if anybody does have any ideas for any different videos for members, let me know. Or if you have any ticker requests, etc., let me know, and I'll compile a list, and I'll do my best to get that video out as soon as possible. All right, have a great night. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth members, and we'll see you again on the next member-only video.